How's everybody doing? Good morning.
Good morning.
So I need y'all to be a little bit more engaged as I talk to y'all this morning. So really quick, I want to acknowledge you all for participating in this summer's job program. So stand up and give yourselves a round of applause. You gotta stand up. Yeah, we got to be a little lively. You know, this is kind of my last interaction with everybody as a group, and I really want to leave you with some words that I hope helps you continue on life's journey and really makes you all better leaders, as Bonnie just pointed out. I wouldn't be here today. My vision would be nothing without an incredible staff. So really quickly, I want to acknowledge two ladies that have been at the forefront of making all this come true. I want to acknowledge Miss Africa Price and Miss Bonnie Moore. Could you stand up? And next, we want to acknowledge the community development staff. So if you're already standing, raise your hand. If you're sitting down, stand up. Community development, raise your hand. And then all of my staff members that have played a pivotal role in all of this happening. We have a CAO, Shreveport Fields here. Could you stand up, CAO? We have my chief advisor, Ms. Shamerica Fleming here. Could you stand up as well? We have Mr. Ben Briggs, our communications director right here. So without them, I would not be able to stand here today, and we would not be celebrating the conclusion of our summer jobs program. Just 11 years ago, keep this in mind, 11 years ago, I was sitting right here in this seat. And I've been invited to come and speak to the program and learn some things about the summer jobs program. Actually, I wasn't invited to speak. I was actually invited to be acknowledged for what I had done at West Point and what I was going off to do. I had no idea that I was going to speak, but I sat in the seat and I was waiting to get an award. And despite my job today, I actually don't love public speaking. I'm trying to fall in love with it and be better at it. So I was just sitting down, just waiting to receive my award. And I noticed that as the program went on, the person that did the invocation was sitting at the table with me, at the end of the table, and she stood up and did the invocation. And then the person that did the Pledge of Allegiance was sitting at the table with me, and they stood up. Then the person that delivered remarks was sitting beside me, and then I figured out, oh, they're expecting me to speak to them. So I had to quickly realize what I was going to say to that summer jobs program under Mayor Cedric Glover, and my message was this. Despite me going off to West Point and leaving our community for education, despite the 5 years that laid in front of me at that point and going into the military to serve, Shreveport was still my favorite place in the world. At that point, I had already traveled to Europe and traveled all around the country and experienced so many communities. I was about 22 years old, and Shreveport still stood out to me as the best place to live. So for me, it was never a matter of if I would come back to Shreveport, it was always a matter of when I would come back to Shreveport. So on Tuesday, I can't express to you how proud I was to see all of you stand up in our city council meeting in those chambers. I saw a room full of young people engaged in local government. I just can't emphasize enough how important that is to me, and not only to me, but our city. First of all, we live in a democracy, and democracies thrive off of an engaged citizenry. Looking at all of you on Tuesday, the 2019 summer internship class was like looking into the future of Shreveport, a thriving Shreveport. Second, this moment reinforced my belief in Shreveport's greatest asset, being her citizens. Shreveport's value rests with those who work in our hospitals and those who build our roads and bridges. It rests with the first responders who keep us safe and the entrepreneurs who continue to invest in our community. The value of city rests with its people, with ordinary people working together to do extraordinary things. You are smart, you're talented, you are ambitious. You are setting your sights as high as you possibly can go, and I am confident that you all will do great things. You will become doctors and nurses, teachers, engineers, and lawyers. And I'm sure there are a few of you who might have a few screws loose like me and want to get into politics. I'm kidding. It's not that bad, y'all. But whatever you choose to do, Shreveport needs you. By virtue of being young, you are the next generation of leaders. Whether you like it or not, you are the future of Shreveport. If you choose to search elsewhere for an opportunity, you are depriving us of your skills and leadership. And no, I'm not being a hypocrite. I completely understand those that leave our community to go and get education, to go and get job experience. But I want the same message to resonate with you that resonated with their class 11 years ago. I don't want it to just be a matter of if you come back to Shreveport. I want you to leave the summer job program with a matter of when you come back to Shreveport. If you choose to live and work here, then you leverage your assets to improve your hometown. You reinvest your talents in the community that invested so much in you. And I hope that when you are making this decision, you will remember all that Shreveport poured into you. I hope you will remember your teachers and mentors who worked hard and made incredible sacrifices to make sure that you had every opportunity to succeed. As mayor, I wanted to do everything I could to ensure your success as well. You will soon enter one of the most competitive job markets in American history. Your generation has produced more high school and college graduates than any other on record. You are also entering a global economy. You will have to compete against people from Germany, China, and India. The goal of the mayor's internship program was to give you a leg up. This internship program allowed more than 150 young people to work in healthcare and city government. It gave you the chance to work alongside the directors of city departments that manage multi-million-dollar budgets and deal with large-scale problems. This internship program gave you the chance to work alongside me and my staff so that you could see what goes into running a city. This is an experience not many are afforded. As I told you, it was more competitive to get into this summer jobs program than the competition to get into many of the colleges that you applied to. So again, you should be very proud of yourselves for making it. I didn't get to do anything like this when I was in high school. An experience like this adds to the depth and weight to your resume. It helps you stand out in a crowded and competitive field. Whatever your passion, I hope this internship showed you that you can make a difference. And I hope now you see that the future is waiting for you, that Shreveport is waiting for you. Right now, Shreveport has hundreds of available jobs in healthcare, and we desperately need engineers. We need mental health professionals, teachers, politicians, and journalists who are passionate about their community. This city is full of opportunity, but I will promise you this. While you are pursuing your education, my administration will do everything that we possibly can to continue growing our economy, creating jobs that values your talents and place upward pressure on wages. It has been an honor to work with you this summer. I am proud of each and every one of you, and I cannot wait to see what the future has in store for you and the city of Shreveport. Thank you all so much.